Hi there. In this tutorial we will learn about layer. So let's get introduced with layer of Adobe Photoshop. So at first we have to open our exercise file and you must download the exercise file, and I have given the exercise file in our previous lesson, or you can download it from our resource folder. So I'm sure you have the exercise file right now with you. So let's open the exercise file, and therefore we have to click on File menu, and here is the Open option. Inside the exercise file, you will get this introducement of layers folder. You just have to open this introducement of layers folder, and then you will get this main unsplash image inside the folder. So you have to select it and then you have to click open. So this is our image, and we will apply different type of image and color correction in this image, and we will be introduced with the layer through this image. So let's take a look. So this is the layer panel, and you can take a look. We got our background layer inside the layer panel, and this is the layer for this image. And you can take a look. Here is a lock icon. That means this background layer is locked right now, and you can unlock this layer in two ways. You just have to click on this lock icon, then it will be unlocked, or you can just rename this layer. And if you want to rename this layer, you just have to double click with your mouse in this text. You don't have to double click on this thumbnail, you just have to double click in this text. So let me show you. Okay, after double click with your mouse in this text, then you will get a pop-up for rename the layer. So let me write main image and let me click OK, and you can take a look. Our background layer name is changed, and right now it's named main image. And you can take a look, we don't have any lock icon in here. That means this layer is unlocked. Okay, right now we will apply tone, contrast and color in this image, and we will apply the tone, color and contrast with different layer. So how we will create different layer for tone, contrast and color, let me show you. Right now I'm going to apply auto tone, auto contrast and auto color in this image, and therefore we have to use three different layers, but we will not create a new layer. We will duplicate this main image layer. So let me show you how you will duplicate this main image layer. You just have to right click with your mouse, and then you will get this duplicate layer option. So let me click on this duplicate layer option, and here is the pop-up for creating new layer. So let me write auto tone and let me click OK, and we can take a look. We got our new layer, and this auto tone layer is duplicated from our main image layer. So we will totally add auto tone, auto contrast and auto color. So therefore we have to create more two layer. So let's do that. So let me select this main image layer once again, and then you just have to right click with your mouse, and then you will get this duplicate layer option, and let me write auto contrast and let me click OK. So you can take a look, we got our another layer for auto contrast, and let me increase the area of layer panel. Okay, now we have to create another layer for auto color. So let's do that. We just have to select the main image layer, and then you have to right click with your mouse, and then you will get this duplicate layer option, and let me type auto color and let me click OK. So you can take a look. Along with main image layer, we got three more layers, and I will apply tone in this layer. I will apply contrast in this auto contrast layer, and I will apply auto color in this auto color layer. So let's take a look how we will apply auto tone, auto contrast, and auto color in this image. Okay, so at first I will apply auto tone, and therefore we have to select this auto tone layer. So you just have to select this auto tone layer, then we will click on this image menu. So here is the image menu, and you will get this auto tone option. So let me click on this auto tone, and we can take a look. We got some changes in this image, and we got auto tone image effect applied to this image, and this auto tone image effect applied only for this auto tone layer. And if you turn off this layer, here is an icon, you can take a look. If you turn off this layer, then auto tone effect will be gone from this image. So let me show you. So here is an icon. Okay, you can take a look. Right now this auto tone layer is inactive, and therefore the auto tone effect which we applied in this image, it's not seems in this image because we turned off the auto tone layer. And if you want to get back the auto tone effect in this image, you just have to turn on this auto tone layer. So let me turn on this auto tone layer, and you can take a look. We got the auto tone effect back in this image. But if you turn off the auto contrast, auto color layer, nothing will be happen. So let me show you. I want to turn off the auto contrast, turn off the auto color, and you can take a look. Nothing is happening on this image. So let me turn on these layers once again. Okay, right now we will apply auto contrast in this auto contrast layer. So therefore I have to select this auto contrast layer, but before that I want to turn off this auto tone layer. So let me turn off the auto tone layer, and here is the preview of this image without auto tone layer. So let's start applying the auto contrast effect in this image. So let me click on this image menu, and here is the auto contrast option. So let me click on this auto contrast option, and you can take a look. We got auto contrast in this image, and here is the auto contrast layer. If you want to turn off the auto contrast layer, you can turn off from here. So here is the difference. We applied auto tone for this auto tone layer, and we applied auto contrast for this auto contrast layer. So let me turn on the layer. Let me turn on the layers. Okay, right now we have auto tone and auto contrast, both effect active with the auto tone layer and auto contrast layer. And right now we will add auto color effect in this image through auto color layer. So let me turn off the auto tone and auto contrast layer, and let me select the auto color layer. So we will apply auto color effect in this image, and we have to click in image menu, and here is the auto color option. So let me click on this auto color, and you can take a look. We got the auto color effect in here, and here is the auto color layer. You can take a look. Auto color effect applied for auto color layer. So let me turn off the auto color layer, and you can take a look. We got only main image layer active, and all the layers are inactive. So let's turn on all the layers so that we will have the auto tone effect in this image, we will have the auto contrast effect in this image, and we will have the auto color effect in this image. So let's turn on the auto color layer, and here is the auto color effect applied in this image. Let me turn on the auto contrast layer, You can take a look, we have the auto contrast effect in this image. And finally, let me turn on the auto tone layer, and we have the auto tone effect in this image through auto tone layer. So you can take a look, we got three different effects in this image with three different layers. So this is how you will apply different effect through different layer in Adobe Photoshop. Right now we will be introduced with text layer. I want to write hello, a text inside this image, and therefore I have to use this type tool. So here is the type tool, but before using the type tool or before typing hello text inside this image, you have to make sure the top layer is selected. You can take a look. Right now we have get selected the second layer from our layer panel, but we have to make sure the top layer, and the top layer is auto tone layer. We have to select this auto tone layer, and then we will use the type tool. So here is the type tool, and let me write hello. Okay, this is our text, and if you want to commit transform, then you have to click on this tick mark, or you can use keyboard shortcut. Those who you were using Windows, you have to press Control and Enter button, and those who you were using Mac, you have to press Command and Enter button. So you can use your keyboard shortcut, or you can click on this tick mark. Okay, you can take a look, we got our hello text in here. Okay, you can take a look, we have the text layer at top and it's named hello. And what will be happened if we place this text layer under the auto tone layer? That means we want to place this auto tone layer top once again. So let's do that, and let's take a look what going to be happened. So let me drag and drop this hello text layer under the auto tone layer, and you can take a look, hello text is disappeared. You can take a look, the hello text is disappeared because we placed the hello text layer under the auto tone layer, and auto tone layer is now at top. Adobe Photoshop always shows the content of top layer from the layer panel. So if you want to get back this hello text layer, you have to place this hello text layer at top. So let me do that. Okay, you can take a look, the hello text layer is in top right now, and we got the hello text visible in this image. Okay, right now I'm going to add a stroke in here in this text, and let me show you how you will add a stroke. We will have a lesson about stroke, and you will going to learn about the stroke in details in that stroke lesson. But for this moment I'm going to add a simple stroke in this text, and therefore you have to click on this effects option from this layer panel, and then you will get this stroke option. So let me click on this stroke option. Okay, this is the pop-up for stroke, and I want to increase the size. You can take a look, right now we have only 1 pixel. I want to increase the size, and you can take a look, we got a black stroke in our text, and if you want to change the color, you can change it. So let me change the color. Let's go for green color. Okay, and let me click OK. And if you want to increase the size more, then you can do that. Okay, 73 pixel, and the position will be outside. So let me click OK. And after added the stroke in this text, you can take a look, we got 2 more layers in here. So here is the stroke options added in the text layer, and let me turn off the stroke option from the text layer, and you can take a look, the stroke is gone. And let me turn on the stroke, and right now we have the stroke back. And right now we will convert this text layer into smart object. And if you want to convert this text layer into smart object, you just have to right click on this layer, and then you will get this convert to smart object option. So let me click on this convert to smart object option, and we can take a look, the effect and stroke option, and this text layer is converted into smart object, and effect and stroke option is placed inside this icon. So this is the icon for smart object. If you want to get back the smart object, if you want to get back the stroke and effect option, then you just have to double click on this thumbnail, or you just have to double click on this smart object icon. Then a new tab will be opened, and you will get the stroke and effect options back inside the text layer, and you can modify the stroke or effect from this text layer. So let me close this tab. Okay, and right now I'm going to show you how you will add all the layers in a group. If you want to place all the layers in a group, you have to select all the layers. So I want to place this auto color, auto contrast, auto tone, and a hello text layer in a group folder, and I want to keep this main image layer separate. So therefore we have to select this 4 layer. You just have to press Ctrl or Command button from your keyboard, and then you have to select with your mouse, and you can take a look. We got 4 layers selected, and then you have to click on this folder icon. So let me click on this folder icon, and you can take a look, a new folder is added named group. If you want to get back all the layers, you just have to open this group 1 folder. So you have to click on here, and inside the group folder you will get all the layers inside the group 1 folder. So this is how you will add layers into a group folder. So this is the introducement of layers, and you should have to practice along with this tutorial. So see you in next lesson.